Hey guys, Tripwire here, and it's been a long time coming, but this is finally the answers to my Q&A that I did back in September for reaching 300 subscribers. Yeah, that's a long time ago, and the reason it's taken so long is because of lack of funds and also the fact that, well, I've had computer problems, as you're probably aware if you've seen it in my previous vlogs. Lots of computer problems. But all is working again now, so fingers crossed it stays that way. But yes, so I have questions to answer and a winner to pick from the random person giveaway. Well, whoever asks me questions will be entered, so let's get started. So our first question was from Dzaran. He asks, do I have any favourite non-Final Fantasy RPGs or JRPGs? Yes, I do. 2, to be specific. There would be 3, but I haven't played one of them enough, which I'll get to in a minute. First one would be Eternal Sonata. Really enjoyed that game. Never got to finish it, but from what I have played, it's absolutely awesome. The graphics are brilliant, the story is brilliant, the combat is it's a brilliant game. Yeah, I highly recommend it if you like JRPGs. It's based on, I think it's Mozart or Chopin, I don't know which one. He's on his deathbed and you're basically playing, the game is set in his mind, and it's really well done. The other one is Lost Odyssey, which is made by quite a few people from the Final Fantasy team, and it's an amazing game. It's 4 discs, I believe, on Xbox 360 only, which is a bit of a pain because I'd like to play it on PC, and I don't have my 360 anymore. But yeah, that game is absolutely amazing. I got quite far into it, but I got to a point where, because I hadn't leveled up enough, I had to do a lot of grinding. I just couldn't be arsed with it, so never got to carry on with that one. I will do one day. The third one, which I would say is a favourite, but I haven't played enough of it, I've literally only just started it, is Ni no Kuni, which is the Studio Ghibli animated one. What I've played so far is amazing. The graphics are really, really good. It's like playing an anime. So yeah, those are my top 3 non-Final Fantasy JRPGs. Next question comes from Massive Unlocking, and that's, if you had to have a dog made of spikes or fire, what would it be? I think it would have to be fire. Probably so I could use the fire to burn people that annoyed me or did nasty things. I could hunt down bad people. I could be like a superhero with a superhero dog, and he could go around burning the villains and nasty people. But yeah, so it would be fire. Spikes is cool, but it's not fire. Fire has always been a bit of a thing for me. Next question comes from Beutimus. Now this one I actually had to do a bit of research for. His question was, if you could abolish one law, which one would it be? I'm going to have to go with an Indonesian law, which is, the penalty for masturbation is decapitation. You heard that correct. If you masturbate in Indonesia, you would be decapitated. So yeah, I would abolish that law. Let the people of Indonesia enjoy themselves. Yeah, good question there, Beutimus. I had to actually look into that one. Next question is from Lady Asabat's Adventures. She's put, if you had to either be a brain-hungry zombie or a raving cannibal, which one would you be? Now this is a difficult one, because although I wouldn't want to be a zombie, if I chose cannibal, that means I'd be eating people consciously and willingly. That just makes my skin shiver. So it'd probably have to be a brain-hungry zombie, because at least at that point I'm brain dead and I don't know what I'm doing, I can't be responsible for it, and I don't know that I'm eating people. Good question. And next question is from AImiface. That is, what is your favourite female or male, or female and male Final Fantasy character, and why? For those of you that don't know, I am a massive Final Fantasy fan, and thanks to AImiface, I have actually managed to complete quite a few of them now over the course of this year. So thank you, Amy. That's something I'll never forget, because I do love the Final Fantasy games. And after I've got to complete so many now, it's definitely my favourite franchise. Favourite female and male characters? Ooh, it's gonna have to be, what's his name? I quite like Irvine, or Irvine, however you pronounce it, from Final Fantasy VIII, because he looks like a cowboy, and he looks awesome. But I think it's gonna have to be, yeah, I'm gonna go with Selphie from Final Fantasy VIII and Irvine from Final Fantasy VIII. And they're just, I love those two characters. They're so well written, and it's just, there's something about them. I mean, the Selphie character, she's just quite ditzy, quite funny, and she's just adorable. And Irvine, he's just a badass. And he's got this gun that he carries around, and he's got these awesome bullets that you can change with it, and he looks awesome with his hat and his trench coat. So yeah, those are my two favourites. Final Fantasy X is still my favourite Final Fantasy game, though, because the feels in that game, the storyline, it's just a little notch above 8 for me. 8's my second favourite. So thank you for that question, Amy. Next question is from Selphie. Haha. And that is, what are your favourite type of movies to watch? That's a tough one. For quite a while, it used to be horror. Horror used to be my favourite genre. But over the years, it's changed. It's gone from horror to action adventure, things like Indiana Jones and the Lara Croft Tomb Raider films, those type of things, the adventure ones. Especially if you call them family films. But lately, I've become quite fond of the video game based and comic book based films, because I mean, a lot of video game based films tend to suck, but I quite like a lot of them. And it's, people say, oh, it's not correct to this game. It's like, that's true, but it's a retelling in a director's vision of it. So while it may not be exactly correct, it's what the director's vision of that particular story or franchise is. Sometimes I'm acceptable of the change, sometimes not. Like Transformers, for example. I don't like what Michael Bay's done. Yes, they're flashy and wow and ooh, but the storylines suck and the casting sucks and the script sucks. But yeah, an example is a lot of people didn't like, which one was it? Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Admittedly, it was very cheesy compared to the first one, but I still enjoyed it. So yeah, I'd say comic book or video game based films. Those are my favourite at the moment. It'll probably change again back to horror, I expect, because I'm getting back into watching horror films. But thank you for that question. Next one is from Twinz Play. This could be John or Egg, I'm not sure which one it was asked. But they've asked me if I could beat up one fictional character just so you could say, oh yeah, I beat up, insert name, who would it be? That's a very tough one, because I do have a lot of hatred for a certain silver-haired ass fiend, Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII, after what he did. But it's going to have to be... Well, that really is a tough one. I think, yeah, I'm going to stick with Sephiroth for the moment, because being able to say that I beat up Sephiroth, that would be quite a feat. I'd be proud of that, because he is a tough son of a bitch to beat. Yeah, Sephiroth. Next question is from Majiczenith, and he wants to know what my favourite bands are. And that's a question that I've possibly been asked before. Maybe in like one of my first vlogs, or by doing my first Q&A. I can't remember, my memory is terrible. But my favourite bands include The Offspring, which basically turned me into what I am now. If it wasn't for The Offspring, I'd be wearing tracksuits, white trainers and baseball caps, and probably going out being a Larry loud twat at weekends. But yeah, they turned me into who I am now, thanks to a couple of friends who introduced me. So Offspring is one of them. Linkin Park, Korn, Avenged Sevenfold, Papa Roach, Him, In This Moment. I do quite like Lindsay Sterling, because I think she's very, very talented and very, very good on violin. She's got a nice voice as well when she uses it, which should be more often. Who else was there? I do quite like Iggy Azalea, which is a little different to what I've just listed, but I think she's very talented. She's a very good rapper. My mind's gone blank for the moment, but you get the gist. Those are the ones I listen to most often. Oh, and Five Finger Death Punch. They're another one of my favourites. So yeah, I hope that satisfies your curiosity, Majiczenith. Next question is from the Rabblerouser. He's asked me that if me and him ever meet, can we rent a clown and beat the shit out of him? I would say yes, pending the costume. If the costume's big and quite thick and it can take the blows, I'm all for it. But if it's a poor guy dressed up as a clown, I don't want to cause any actual damage to the person. As long as we can enjoy giving the person the beating and they don't have bruises at the end of it. Yeah, I've never punched anybody in my life, so I want to try and keep it that way. Final question is from TheRavenquick, and he's put, in your opinion, which game has the best music? I'm really enjoying the music from Ori and the Blind Forest, to be honest. That's really, really, really good. But it's probably going to have to be... That's a tough one. Again, Final Fantasy springs to mind. Yes, I'm obsessed, I know. Probably Final Fantasy VIII. That's the one I know the most, other than obviously Final Fantasy VII's One Winged Angel, which I keep playing at work. Yeah, so Final Fantasy VIII's theme soundtrack, that would be my favourite. I have it on disc somewhere, but I broke the case, so I need to glue it back together. But yeah, that would be my favourite. I think it's a 4-disc soundtrack, so there's quite a lot of music in that game. But I suppose it's as usual, Final Fantasy being a long game. But yes, those are my questions. So there's 10 of you that asked me questions, so that means there'll be 10 of you entered into the draw. So we have random number generator. And all the people that asked me questions numbered 1 to 10. So what I will do is I've put minimum is 1, maximum is 10. I'll click the generate button, and then what will happen is it will pick a number between 1 and 10 at random, and whoever that is, I'll drop you a message, or I'll check on your Steam wishlist if I've got you on Steam, and I'll purchase a random game from your wishlist. So, if it turns out to be Twinz play, I'll split the cost and get you 1 each. So, here goes. Good luck to all 10 of you. Generate. Number 7. Twinz play, you've won the free game, or games. So I will get in contact with you and let you know, and I'll check out your Steam wish lists, and I'll pick out something from both of your wish lists and get that for you. So congratulations, and there we go. Thank you everyone for asking me questions. I love hearing from everyone. I love answering them. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, so thank you all so much for the 300 subscribers. I know it's taken me a long time to answer the questions, but hopefully there'll be no more computer problems, touch wood, and I'll be able to carry on recording. I am hoping to get fibre optic very soon. Unfortunately still living at home with parent. It means it's up to them, because they're the one that pays for the internet bill, and they do want to change to fibre optic, but it's getting them to actually do it. That's the problem. And hopefully it'll be soon, because as soon as I get fibre optic installed and up and running, I will be doing streaming, possibly at weekends, probably evenings. Not sure what yet, but I've got a list of games on my Steam library that I am putting to one side to save just for streaming. So it will be happening. It's just a case of patience for me, unfortunately. Yeah, there's quite a few games coming to the channel. I've got most of the games I'm currently uploading will be finishing soon. Ghostbusters I've recorded all of already, that's finished. I just need to get it uploaded and published. Hitman, I think I'm near the end. The Room, I think I'm about halfway through. Dead Island is ongoing, and it'll also be changing. I've got a few more Dead Island videos to upload, and then because of DJ breaking his game, we've had to switch over to Dead Island Riptide. So that'll be coming soon, which is a new one for me, because I've not played that one before. What else is there? Buffy the Vampire Slayer is still coming to the channel. Here we go. I've got a little 20-minute game called 9.03M. It was a fun on Steam. It was a cheap game. All proceeds go to charity for the tsunami in Japan. So I figured, I'll give that one a go. It's quite a short one apparently, and it's quite strong on the feels. So I'll be giving that one a bit of a playthrough. I've got a couple of other games I've picked up recently as well. So there's going to be a lot of new content coming to the channel. I'm hoping if I can get into a sort of recording schedule, I can maybe go back to doing more than one per day. If not, it'll be Monday to Fridays on normal uploads, and then Super Saturdays, which is at the moment Injustice Gods Among Us. When that finishes, I'll be moving over to probably playing Sonic. Not just one Sonic, all the Sonics. I'm going to do from Sonic 1 through to the most recent one. All the ones that are on Steam, basically. If it's not on Steam, I won't be playing it. So I'm sorry if there's any particular ones that you wanted to see which aren't on Steam, but that's the only ones I've got access to, I'm afraid. I don't have Sonic Lost World yet. I will hopefully be getting that one soon to add to the collection. But yes, there will be lots of new content coming, and I'm hoping you're enjoying the videos. If you are, please do carry on watching. Let me know in the comment section what you think of them. Your support is appreciated, and it means the world to me. I absolutely love doing this, and I know I'm only a small channel, but it's amazing. I love it. It's so much fun recording, hearing from you what you will think, and it's the best hobby I've ever actually done, and I've actually managed to stick with. I've been doing it for over a year now. I think I started July last year. So yeah, it's amazing, and I ain't going to be stopping anytime soon. If anything comes up, like any problems, there may be gaps like there has been before, but hopefully now that'll be all in the past, and we can carry on uploading at a regular basis. So thank you all for watching, and as always, I shall see you in the next video. Bye-bye!